A grandmother appears in court today on a child endangering charge after deputies find both her and her infant grandson unconscious in the same bathtub. Medics used the heroin overdose drug naloxone to revive Kathy Huff in Whitewater Township. Local 12's Larry Davis is live at Children's Hospital Medical Center, where the child is still fighting for his life. Larry?
Hi, Rob. While the 4-month-old boy remains in critical condition here, his grandmother is still behind bars. She went before a judge earlier today, but she was not alone, apparently getting full support from her family. 42-year-old Kathy Huff making her first court appearance on a felony child endangering charge. Her husband stood in support of her. Huff's attorney says even her daughter, the mother of the injured child, pledged her support.
I have a letter from my client's daughter, the mother of the child, indicating that she wants her mother to be out and support her in this time of stress.
Saturday night, Hamilton County Sheriff's deputies were called to Huff's home on Ohio 128 in Whitewater Township. There, they found the grandmother and grandson in a bathtub. The child was not breathing, but was later revived. Huff was revived with naloxone. 2 days later, neighbor Kevin Walker was still in disbelief.
It's a shame because little baby, they're innocent. As an adult, you do things on your own, but a baby, they ain't got no way of fighting.
In court today, the prosecutor asked for a high bond, saying Huff posed a risk to the community. Municipal Court Judge Bernie Bouchard ordered Huff held on $200,000 bond and spoke out about the heroin problem.
This heroin, people are powerless against it. They die, get brought back to life by Narcan, and the very next day do it again. You just can't control it yourself. That's all there is. That's the bottom line.
It's a problem Joe Lucas sees every day. The former heroin addict is now a counselor at the Prospect House, a residential drug treatment center in Price Hill. He says he is not surprised to hear about a grandmother overdosing on heroin and her grandchild victimized. He says it shows that heroin has become a family problem.
It impacts everybody in the family, not just the users, but I mean a 4-month-old baby, and it's just heartbreaking. It's devastating what it's doing to our city.
And Rob Lucas says don't be surprised to hear future stories about grandmothers overdosing while caring for a grandchild. He says, sadly, it's the world we live in right now. By the way, Kathy Huff admitted to investigators on the scene that she was using heroin while caring for her grandson. Live at Children's Hospital Medical Center, Larry Davis, Local 12 News. Rob, back to you.
Larry, thanks very much. In addition to the high bond, the judge told Huff to stay away from her grandson. Her case has now been bound over to the grand jury.